So I just did a walkthrough with Jenny and John with Cell Ready Pro. This is 4712 Stable Way. What we're going to do is get some weed cleanup here and put in a little bit of rock to cover up some of the weed barrier that you can see right here. It's pretty minimal maintenance that needs to be done. It's the same situation over here. Jenny loves this security door here because you have this nice decorative door you can also leave open. She loves the linoleum flooring. She loves the laminate flooring. She's going to leave the solar screens on all of these windows, actually throughout the entire house, not put up window treatments on the top windows, but do put them down here. For some reason, we have bugs on the ceiling. So John's gonna go in, clean all of that up, clean up that light fixture, and reattach it firmly to the ceiling because for some reason it's dangling a little bit. And if for whatever reason that doesn't work out, then he's gonna replace it with a very similar looking light. So in here, she loves the countertop. She says even though it's not granite, it still looks really great. It looks good with the color scheme and everything. This is sort of a designer sink with a slightly larger area over here versus this side, and the faucet. John's gonna go ahead and reattach this microwave so it's sitting a little more firmly. It wasn't installed very well. There's only one screw on this side. For some reason there's two over here, so he's going to go ahead and fix that. Tighten up little screws around like to fix this little situation here. Jenny loves that we have the neighbor's trees, that we can benefit from the shade and the privacy without having to maintain the trees ourselves. She says this tree will be very pretty in the summertime. And to go ahead and paint this gate white, leave the solar screens on. This is an interesting situation over here. It looks like a DIY to install an area for a little mini fridge, but because it's a DIY, I guess they missed the fact that if a fridge was installed here, you wouldn't be able to turn the fireplace on. So Jenny's suggestion is to, after putting on the outlet cover, install a couple of shelves here, and instead of putting a mini fridge in, just make it a storage area so you can still enjoy the fireplace. This would probably be used as an office, even though it is technically a bedroom, and she loves the French doors here. All of the areas around the smoke detectors and the recess lights are going to be fixed where needed. John's going to make sure they're fitted appropriately and painted. This is a really great area. It's really big that tenants will love for the extra storage. But because this house is so big, you may not even need the extra storage. Okay, so in here, the caulking is pretty bad. We're gonna replace that, get it cleaned up, replace this light fixture here so it matches how pretty the counter, the sink, and the cabinets are. These hookups look like they were stripped. So Jenny is not going to advertise this with a washer and dryer, but if a really fantastic tenant asks for it and insists on it, then she says we'll go ahead and put one in. If we have a company come out and install, they will ensure that it's hooked up appropriately so there's no flooding. And otherwise, if the tenant does, then we're going to make sure John comes in and ensures that those hookups are safe and clean. John's gonna go ahead and paint these shelves here, clean up the floors. If it doesn't look good, then go ahead and epoxy it. She loves the ceiling fan here. People working in their garage will really like that. Go ahead and patch up these holes in the wall here. Just clean up the garage a little bit. Move these flooring pieces over here. Clean up this area as well. That light needs to be brought up to make it a little shorter. John was walking under it and actually hit his head. It's hanging pretty low for some reason. This is a great area up here. Jenny thinks it's a great addition that it's so wide. It's a great little plus for the house. These are the bugs that I was referring to earlier that are going to be cleaned up, as well as that light fixture. There's a crack in this mirror, so this whole wall of mirrors needs to be removed. It's a liability for the owner of the property management company. We have the same situation with this upstairs shower, which is the caulking needs to be redone. Eventually, this shower later down the line may need to have the interior redone completely ceramic wise. Jenny was saying because the shower is so small, there's no place for the water to go, so it's possible so there's a little bit of moisture or water buildup in here, which has caused this separation. So John's going to look into that. Also, add window treatments throughout the house, except on the picture windows. Replace these lighting fixtures, just like in the downstairs bathroom, to make it match all the pretty new features throughout. Window treatments, of course. These are going to be looked at. Just make sure that they touch up the paint around it. This linen closet was fine. Same situation in here with the lighting fixture that needs to be replaced. John's going to try and clean up this silicone here, leave this rod, tack down that piece of what looks like wallpaper that's come up, and do some recaulking and janitorial where necessary. Again, window treatments. We're going to ignore that patch on the wall there. Same situation here with retouching up the paint around the smoke detectors, which appear to be new. Window treatments in here. And that's about it.